Hello, my name is Nicole, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today, I titled this message, The Contributions and Achievements of Sin. Yes, you heard correctly. The contributions and achievements of sin. Now, I'm going to talk about this sort of thing in three categories. One being marriage, the other being family, and the other being business. When it comes to contributions and achievements of sin in marriage, it's what leads up to the marriage, what maintains the marriage between two unequally yoked folks, and what eventually ends the marriage. So there is this achievement that takes place where, yes, I finally got married, I did the right thing, and somebody give me a cookie, you know what I mean? Throw a wedding for me, acknowledge my anniversary, remind me of all of the good things that I did, this sort of thing. You got these people out here where they think because they finally did, dare we say, the right thing, they should be honored in some way, okay? But the relationship's foundation was built on sin. And even though they went on and achieved the marriage, the ring, the wedding, what have you, it does not mean that it is right in the eyes of the Lord. Okay? There are those individuals who have done all sorts of things within their family. Okay? That was ungodly, unrighteous, untrue, disrespectful, nasty, whatever you want to label it as. The point is that, but through all of what they did, they still managed to get the land, get the money, get the opportunity, have their name decorated on a building somewhere. Okay. And then, of course, those that are in business, something similar happens as well. They steal, they kill, they cheat, they lie, they connive, they do all sorts of things. And their name is recognized and people esteem them and they get all of this wealth from all sorts of people, places, and things. And so there it is, though, the sin sitting there. And yet people will go ahead and talk about how wonderful someone is. Now, I will tell you that the contributions and achievements of sin are not something that we are to look at for too long. It's not something that we should be wishing and hoping and trading places with. I've talked about this in other audio. There's no use in wanting what the wicked has, because at the end of the day, when the wicked closes their eyes, they will not be in eternity with the one true God. Okay? They will reap the consequences of all the hell that they cause others just to make that contribution or that achievement to their sinful lifestyle, okay, or others' sinful lifestyle. So they may be praised on this side, but there is a hell to pay on the other side. And some people are in a hell on earth right now because of all of the foolishness that they got themselves mixed up in through these contributions and achievements to sin. Okay. I do not condone, endorse, or support a sinful lifestyle, but what I do is I will warn people, I will correct folks, I will use my various challenges as examples so that people won't end up falling in the same trap. I will do all sorts of things to help individuals, but I am not about to say that something that is sin, and we know it to be sin, is really okay and all right and good. That's not what I'm going to do. Sometimes we're warring with the flesh, you see, because that contribution, that achievement is going to fulfill us in some way, or it's going to make us look good in the eyes of others. Okay. And when we're warring with the flesh, what happens is that we end up not doing what we should be doing, especially if we are believers. Okay. Instead, we are going down that path that is no return. That's the dark hole. We can't seem to find our way out. And then when we do realize we made a serious error, now we are sitting there confessing sin and repenting and hoping and wishing for the best. But there are consequences to those contributions and achievements to sin. Okay? And the demonic will eat you up and spit you out if you think for 1 minute that you can get away with some things. Okay? Because that same devil that lured you in is the same devil that will kill, steal, and destroy you if you don't know how the game is played. Okay? If you don't have a support group on your end, and if you are so far away from the Lord you can't even see straight, he will destroy you in some way. Okay? So we trust in the one true God. Whenever we are about to embark on a new journey, whenever we are about to make a major transition, we trust in the Lord and not in the flesh. We trust in what it is that he wants us to do. And sometimes we are instructed to do nothing. Like right now, I am in a season where there is one particular income stream that I am not to do anything with right now. Even though the flesh says we got to go, we got to do, let's be a part of this, be a part of that. It is hard for me to stand down right now because of programming, because of what the world has said, because it is so not typical to sit and wait for the Lord, okay, in a world that's busy, busy, rush, rush, okay, but I am doing just that because I've already done things in my own strength and they led to dead ends, and I'm sick of dead ends, okay, so I'm being transparent with you all. I don't want to contribute to anyone's sinful programs, sinful lifestyle, sinful anything. I do not want to walk around here with some achievements of some things that was nothing more than rooted in sin. Okay. And I have reaped the consequences over the years of contributions as well as achievements towards sin. And I've also had to turn over some things to some individuals that I had spent money, okay, for, but the Lord said that is not what you should have in your household any longer. That is not what I am in support of. And this needs to go back to those individuals who support that sort of thing. Some of you all, it could be tools that are ungodly, unrighteous, that you used in various spells or incantations or what have you. For others, it may be some collectible items that was passed down from generation to generation, but the spirits connected to them, the memories and so forth, might be creating all sorts of negative energy, paranormal activity. Sometimes it's not that deep for some of you all. It could be simply your service where you once was helping someone. Now you feel convicted and you feel like you shouldn't be helping that individual any longer, okay, because that individual's mixed up in some sin, you see. So God will have us stand down. There will be times where we are set aside, set apart. There are times where we end up having to distance ourselves from some people, and other times we have a limited amount of time to work with them due to contracts. And then eventually the Lord moves on us and says, no more. You will not be taking money from this individual any longer. You will not be working with this group. This group is corrupt. The Lord gives people chance after chance after chance to get things right. But then after a while, there is no more mercy. Okay. For you, you may have seen this sort of thing take place with some individuals, and you may be grateful right now. You may be rejoicing in the fact that you are no longer contributing to someone's sinful program, sinful lifestyle, sinful whatever they got going on. And that is a good thing, to be praying and fasting and rejoicing and keeping away from all things ungodly, unrighteous, and untrue. Okay. Yes, there will be critics that will talk to you and tell you that you should do this and what's the big deal, and oh, you have given already so much up for the Lord, and why do you want to not do this? I mean, it's not like you're going to get in trouble. Maybe not right now, but who's to say what's going to happen in the future? You see, some people have had equipment confiscated. Other people have had to go to court behind some things. Others have had to go to jail depending on what the crime was. Others have have lost their lives, or people around them have lost their lives due to contributions and achievements towards sinful living and sinful organizations and sinful lifestyle, and you know the rest. So with that said, please be encouraged to stay on the right side, stay in the light. If you are not in the light, at least start working toward getting there. Okay. Say the salvation prayer. Also trust in the one true God for the plan to fix some things, get yourself up out of some things, and get on the phone and talk to the necessary people that can help you up out of whatever you done got yourself mixed up in, if you are oppressed in any kind of way or enslaved possibly. So I thank those of you all who have been in support of this channel and continue to. Okay, there is more ahead. Thank you as always for listening to YouTube NM Enterprise 7. Check the description box for anything that might be of interest. And also, if you haven't given, we do welcome donations, and please do give. To God be the glory.